You got the Dominique Wilkins. Hey, man, I said I was going to tap in with Dominique. Here we are.
His sensational aerial acrobatics has earned him the nickname the Human Highlight Film.
Dominique Wilkins, the Human Highlight Film.
They find Wilkins.
Yeah.
Look out.
Great player. They call him the Human Highlight Film.
A look at one of this game's most unique players, the incomparable Dominique Wilkins.
One of the greatest nicknames ever.
Hey!
Human Highlight Film.
Ooh, look how he said. Ooh.
His rim-rattling dunks brought fans to their...
Chat, let me give y'all a fun fact. I hate to pause the video early. Chat, so just got my hair cut, man. You probably barely can tell because I just get lined up. Mustache lined up, all that. So I was talking to this guy, and he played for my former high school team back in the 50s and 60s and shit. Bro, guess what he told me? He said they weren't even allowed to dunk back in the day, like in the 50s and 60s, because, it was just too much. They had to do layups and jump shots only and all that. Like, they was not allowed to dunk the ball in high school. They would get penalized for dunking. I said, what? He said, yeah, man. Back in my day, if we dunked the ball, we get penalized. And I'm like, wow.
their feet.
One of the great dunkers of all time.
A force above the rim. He was perhaps the greatest dunker to ever jam it.
Incredible basketball ability, averaging 26 points and 7 rebounds a game while raising the art of the slam dunk to a new level.
A Hall of Famer who was one of the most prolific scorers in league history.
He had an arsenal that led to a scoring championship.
As a matter of fact, their record has done almost 180 from what it was compared to last year. And the excitement in Atlanta these days centers around the player who's perhaps chiefly responsible, Dominique Wilkins, the guy they call the human highlight film.
This is Atlanta's game. Spun. Dominique.
Ooh! Yeah, boy.
Wilkins' high-flying powerhouse style left a mark on an entire generation of NBA fans. Born on a military base near Paris, France.
Yeah, I was born in Sorbonne, France. That's outside of Paris. There's a military base. I lived in Paris.
Dominique is French? Wow.
My first 5 or 6 years of my life, and then we moved to Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore, when I was there, they had the highest crime rate in America. I mean, it was a bad place.
After returning to Baltimore, Neek's father abandoned the family.
He was gone for a long time before he saw him. I think I didn't see my dad for about 8 years.
He left Baltimore at 13 and headed to North Carolina.
Shout out to Baltimore. I went to school with a guy from Baltimore. We called him Baltimore.
In pursuit of a basketball dream. On his first day in North Carolina, at a pickup game in a park, Wilkins ran into a local coach.
And he took me to his house. He showed me a bedroom, showed me a kitchen. He said, you can have all of this. Only trade-off is you have to play for my team. He was the high school coach. And that high school team ended up going 76-1 in 3 years.
Damn.
North Carolina.
Wilkins quickly became the sports story of the state.
Ooh.
I was 6'3" my freshman year, and I went from 6'3" to 6'8.5" in 1 year.
His team lost only one game.
Dominique, how tall was Dominique? He just said he went to 6'3" to 6'8.5". How tall was Dominique? I think he lying. This nigga is 6. What? I didn't know he was 6'8", chat. I thought he was like 6'6", dog. What?
Going 76-1 and winning back-to-back state titles.
76-1 in 3 years. High school in the state of North Carolina. You know how basketball is in North Carolina. You just can't do that.
There's little of Wilkins' high school footage available, but here are a few grainy, washed-out clips of him dunking.
So it changed the landscape very quickly, and we won back-to-back titles. They've never seen players like that with that type of electricity that played the game at a very fast pace and above the rim.
Rather than being the newest in a long line of superstars to arrive in North Carolina, Wilkins committed to Georgia a program that was not highly regarded at the time.
How come you didn't go to either North Carolina or North Carolina State? It seems strange that a ball player your caliber would go down to Georgia that didn't have tradition, that didn't have a basketball program. They're known for football.
What? One of the first things we noticed about him was his explosiveness.
Wow.
Not only the fact that he could jump, but he just had a natural explosion.
His high-flying, above-the-rim style captured the national spotlight.
When you get a guy like Dominique, they're able to draw big crowds at their homes, and they see they're getting media exposure.
Quickly, Wilkins began drawing comparisons to Dr. J.
The man who has been compared favorably by NBA people with the doctor of dunk, Julius Erving.
Well, now and then he does remind me of Dr. J.
Newspapers were talking about a Georgia program that had been largely forgotten, and fans were packing the house. He became known for gravity-defying highlight film plays.
They found that out very quickly, what type of game and what I was about.
That was really the first time that Georgia made any kind of mark in college basketball on a national stage.
Extra push and eye-popping acrobatic style marked Wilkins' college years at Georgia.
Wilkins, look at this man play basketball.
In his earliest battle with Michael Jordan, Wilkins put on a show of dominance.
The quest of North Carolina to keep the man in check, and the man is Dominique Wilkins, one of the great players in college basketball. Many like him to the Dr. Julius Erving. He is called the human highlights film.
Forward, number 21,
Bro, I did not know
junior
that. Him being 6'8" making me look at him so differently now. That's crazy.
The stuff of legend. And this is where it all began.
Guard, number 23, 6'5" freshman from Wilmington, North Carolina, Michael Jordan.
That game was probably the game that everybody stood up and said, wow, this guy is something special.
You've also gotten a lot of respect from another one of the greatest, if not the greatest basketball player of all time, and Michael Jordan for your showdowns with him.
Strong move by Jordan.
This North Carolina team would go on to win the national title that season.
Georgia moves right back to the
I should watch this.
Man, Dominique was
Jordan college? Yeah, I might check this out.
There you go, Georgia by 2.
So much good.
Wilkins did all he could on both ends of the court.
Dominique went up and just caught the ball.
Dominique Wilkins with 11 points. And it's Georgia by 2.
But young Jordan had some tricks of his own.
And the steal by Jordan.
This game really put Wilkins' ability on display for the world to see.
And it's a 7-point North Carolina lead.
Ooh.
Look where his head is. Look up there, Dominic. Up. Look at where he is.
This is Jordan.
In the last 2 minutes of the game, a young kid named Michael Jordan took over.
Yes, and it counts. Jordan spotted the opening, took advantage.
It's a young kid named Michael Jordan. I was like, who is this kid right here, man?
Off the overplay, fair.
Despite being player of the game, the Bulldogs were defeated.
Whoa!
But the statement had been made. Wilkins was for real. With the blessing of his coach and his team, Wilkins made the jump to pro.
When it's time to go, it's time to go. And if you care about the play, then you support that.
Neek was drafted by the Utah Jazz, but was immediately traded to the Atlanta Hawks for 2 players and $1 million cash.
With the third pick.
Dominique Wilkins, University of Georgia.
Has great potential. They're talking about him like a future Dr. J.
Dominique, when you were drafted out of the University of Georgia over there in Athens, first round pick, and before you could even change shirts, you were drafted by Utah for $1 million, and John Drew and Freeman Williams, you landed here.
The human highlight film was gonna get to stay home and play in Georgia.
And the cash-strapped Jazz helped him to Atlanta for 2 players and $1 million.
That was like a dream come true. I'm like, I died and went to heaven. And I started dancing in the hallway so when I heard that. So I was very fortunate to stay right here.
I tell you, it was a blessing in disguise because I thought sure I was going to be in Utah.
I did not want to go to Utah at that time when I got picked. You know, I wanted to stay in Atlanta.
Atlanta fans flocked to the Omni to see Wilkins perform an array of dunks that earned him the nickname Human Highlight Film.
That's
Dominique
cool,
Wilkins had a flair all his own. He burst into the NBA in 1982, but he created a wave of excitement even before he played his first game.
Dominique Wilkins. Dominique, you hear that roar that went up when they saw one of your dunks. You ready to do that this year in the NBA?
Well, yeah, I'm ready to get there and do well. Hopefully I get there and have a good season. I'm just really concerned about getting there playing ball right now.
Dominique came in, and here comes this young, energetic, high flyer out of the University of Georgia. I think everybody in the organization felt that this was the cornerstone, the future of the Atlanta Hawks.
Starting at the other forward spot, standing 6'7" from Georgia, number 21, Dominique Wilkins.
The world got a sneak peek at the Human Highlight film.
Detroit, however, was 7-1, Atlanta 3-5, and Thomas stripped it away from Eddie Johnson, who made a great pass. There is Dominique.
You had one on Bird when he jumped up to try to challenge it.
This was in Wilkins' second game.
And I throw it down on him, man. I mean, he fouls me. And you say, hey, Wilk, I like you. You got heart.
And it was like you almost murdered him.
I was very angry that game.
Run, they find Wilkins. Look out.
Boy. That's filthy. God damn, Bird.
He said, I'm still getting 30 on your ass tonight. He got about 37.
Yeah.
But I wasn't mad because I'm paying my dues. That's Larry. You know?
It was the first time in Atlanta that people went to the games to see the Hawks.
Yeah.
What had happened previously is you'd go to the game, but you wanted to see the Knicks. You wanted to see the Lakers. You wanted to see the Celtics.
The tip is taken by Roundfield to the Hawks. To Dominique breaking jams.
He could put the Hawks on the map, and suddenly their home games were selling out.
Rebound jammed in by Dominique. Showtime for the rookie.
This kid is going to be
The
something.
Hawks averaged just 7,400 people the year prior to Dominique coming here.
That stopped the
That's
NBA
like
Atlanta
half of
Hawks, where he
arena.
quickly became king of the high-flying slam
The year
dunk.
they averaged 15,700 people a game.
Defending with both of these teams. That one is fried through by Rory Sparrow. Here's Dominique.
We wind up and put that one away.
For the Hawks, Wilkins is a double bonus, both player and performer.
Hawks attendance has been very, very good, and I believe they have one of the biggest increases in the NBA this year.
The Hawks weren't a good team when Nick arrived, but that quickly turned around.
Boy, I'm telling you, Wilkins lives above the rim, head, shoulders, everything but his wallet.
So you get to Atlanta, and you're an immediate
Oh,
success.
hell no.
Way over that top. Good night, can he block?
Lord,
He's the
Jesus.
first person that would make you go home and put the VCR, because he was the guy that you would say he's going to do something that you hadn't seen.
Dominique steal.
Here we go. He's going. Tom. Dominique does not disappoint the crowd.
Ticket sales were up. Merchandise was moving. The city's basketball spirit was alive. And it was all due to the electric play of the rookie, Dominique Wilkins.
It's short, and the rebound tipped by Calqc to Livingston. Atlanta will run. Neek drives right. Spins. Oh, what a move by Dominique.
Okay.
What a move.
They put him in a
That
blender.
season, he elevated his squad into the playoffs.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs on a USA Cable Network. Tonight, it's the Boston Celtics against the Atlanta Hawks. Game number 1 of their mini-series, best 2 out of 3. It's a minute and a half into the first period. Bird takes Wilkins to the foul line. So Larry Bird.
And guess who just scored? That man, Larry Bird, set play in the corner. His shot won't vacate him too long.
In the playoffs, he put up a heck of a fight against the unstoppable Boston Celtics.
Whoa! Well, Kevin McHale.
Roundfield, 2-on-1 with Bird back. Wilkins.
Wow, you can see that
He was
coming, and
different,
that's
bro.
Wilkins' game. He's at the very best of getting into the fast break.
But Larry Bird was in his prime and made sure to put the upstart Hawks to bed.
And Glenn, they contributed 13.
And can you tell us playoff? Both benches or both teams only using 8 people in this
Glenn
game.
comes out, being covered by Buckner. Glenn fights his way through and loses. Patty Archibald, he is going, he is gone. And I think so is this game. 55 seconds.
You knew every night, it was going to be a battle, and it seemed like every team had a great player on it, capable of lighting you up if you weren't ready.
Wilkins' second season showed continued growth.
Back out to Dominique. He lost the dribble, but it's regained by Eddie. Eddie on the drive in the lane. Dominique.
Dominique continued to soar into the spotlight, establishing himself as one of the NBA's marquee players.
They lose this game by 1 point. They'll long remember that. Eddie front court. On the drive, Eddie blocked by Lane Beer. Dominique. No! Block that. Oh, what a move by Dominique.
It was the scout report on me and said, look, do not let Dominique get a dunk. He get a dunk, he gets off.
Eddie on the drive. Busts up the middle. No good. Dominique. He jams.
He was developing his game and pushing his team.
Dominique's ahead of the field. Get it ahead for Dominique. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, is he an athlete?
He's a good athlete. That was a great move.
Dominique has 35. Detroit calls time. Dominique seals. Dominique against Livingston. Dominique, he got hugged.
The human highlight film was a sensation.
He put it in. He put it in. Joe and the Hawk coaching staff are going bananas.
That's always our game plan. If he's playing like that, okay, that's the game plan. Make sure you find Dominique's number and get him the basketball.
When I feel like that, when I'm going like that, I'm in my rhythm, I feel like I can score anywhere on the court. I feel like I can get the ball inside, I can get it out in the break and create, and that's what happened in that game.
He was also the cornerstone of an up-and-coming Atlanta Hawks team.
Dominique, look out. His power and playmaking ability above the rim made him an obvious choice to compete in the league's premier event, the Slam Dunk Contest.
Slam Dunk Contest was everything.
Oh, it was like shootout at the OK Corral. It was where the top gunslingers came.
You will see today's most spectacular players, along with the greatest players of all time. In his second season, his entrance in the league was hailed as the second coming of Dr. J. He has made a pretty good name for himself. His sensational aerial acrobatics has earned him the nickname, the Human Highlight Film, from the Atlanta Hawks, Dominique Wilkins.
You can be here.
I'm gonna tell you something about that dunk contest.
Okay.
I wasn't really into it because I'm watching my idol go head to head, with the best dunkers in the league, and that's Dr. J.
Neek was competing against his idol.
Oh my goodness.
The doctor!
The one and only Dr. J, who wasn't just a legend, but an icon.
The moment. 47 in the first term, Dominique Wilkins.
The one thing I can always say when I describe Nick, a competitor. And just because the way you saw him playing the games, but also in those dunk contests.
I wish you could see.
Dominique hooked it. Near perfect. 49.
A large part of winning these things comes down to being the fan favorite.
44. Griffith, 42.
We can be heroes. Just for one boy.
Dominique getting serious. His second, 48 in the second round.
Doctor, this was yours. Yep, congratulations.
So while Neek would finish third in his debut dunk contest, it was clear the league had a new dunk king rising.
The Rockets 123-122, and the line belongs to Dominique Wilkins with a little bit of Spud Webb thrown in.
In his third season, Neek took the league over.
Dominique Wilkins comes back with a slam dunk. Look at that. Hawks led by 9 at the half. Eddie Johnson gets the ball to Wilkins, who does a little baseline double pump slam.
He averaged over 30 points a game.
He did? He averaged 30?
eyes I see.
Here he goes for a three-pointer, 123, 122. Wilkins scored 49 points. Not quite Will Chamberlain's 100, but 49 points. That is a career high.
Not only did we start out with basketball, but you got to look at one of the most exciting players in the league with the Atlanta Hawks.
Absolutely, and we've been talking playoffs all day. The Atlanta Hawks, many people around the league feel, are going to be a real force in the playoffs this year.
Wilkins. Dominique Wilkins.
Stolen right back by Dominique.
Landscape spot. Dominique.
Bitch.
That was a tough ticket. It was also a social
Chat.
place.
As a matter of fact, their record has done an almost 180 from what it was compared to last year. And the excitement in Atlanta these days centers around the player who's perhaps chiefly responsible, Dominique Wilkins, the guy they call the human highlight.
In New Orleans tonight, Mike Jordan and the Chicago Bulls playing Atlanta.
Hey.
Another good night for Jordan, but the same for Dominique Wilkins.
Every night was a new addition to the highlight reel.
Right now, they are in overtime. They are tied at 110-110.
You could start to see what was building, what was developing, and they were growing, and they played with more confidence.
Got an easy layup. And of course, you can take off if you think your team's going to get the rebound. Dominique in the lane for the jumper. It's good.
Perhaps most impressive about this season was the growth of Wilkins' shot.
Nice. Little jumper in the lane, and Boston's lead is 5, 18-13. On the left wing, Eddie Johnson has Dominique Lowe with a turnaround jumper. Dominique cannot be stopped against the Celtic. He drives in the lane. The lefty hook is good.
Dominique suddenly stepped to the fore as the young leader of this team, a guy who you could give the ball to get a score when you needed it.
3-on-2.
Oh, no.
He was becoming a lethal weapon, capable of pulling up or driving to the basket.
It was the event for the All-Star Weekend.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the 1985 NBA Slam Dunk Championship.
That season's dunk contest would be one for the ages.
Oh, my God.
One of the hot candidates for Rookie of the Year honors as he slams it
Michael
off.
Jordan,
This kid is
outstanding
going to be
effort. Once again, let's
a
welcome
future
Mr.
great
Jordan.
In
star.
the 85 dunk contest, the first meeting of Neek versus MJ would take place.
Oh, right, a reverse two-handed. I think many people thought that Dominique should have won it last year, and he's going to show us a lot of things today like that.
He has great spring in his legs. Really a show.
A dazzling repertoire of creative slams put the rookie toe-to-toe with Wilkins.
There's Dominique Wilkins with a reverse slam. Great player. They call him the human highlight
We're
film.
going to have a sudden dunk now with Stansbury and Michael Jordan to see who goes into the next round.
All right, here's Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls, 6'6" rookie.
Hey!
Slam, beautiful.
Out of sight.
Went in, and then from the side, dunked it home, and then winked up into the crowd.
Both MJ and Wilkins left the crowd awestruck.
Once again with Dominique Wilkins, the hammer with the right hand.
Boy, that's a 10 to me. I may be too generous today, but that was a super move. Power. Soaring in the air, a one-handed windmill.
Tell you one thing, this guy is going after this thing like he really wants to win it. The all-around ability of a Dr. J, a Larry Bird. He's already being compared, and this is his first year.
Against Michael and
Hey! That dunk's so
trying
tough.
to win those dunk contests and won a lot.
Hey!
Michael looks up and checks a 45 on the
Well,
scoreboard.
the judges agreed. 5 judges.
Dominique
Oh,
Wilkins,
my God. That was
sideline.
crazy, too. But Mike should have won
Down
this,
the middle.
chat. Y'all know how I feel about the dunk contest. Mike should have, bro. They gave Dominique two. It was two. Y'all go see, bro.
Turned his body and
y'all go see, bro.
just really slammed
I ain't gonna lie, they
with
bring
both
it.
hands.
Dominique is having no letdowns today, you know?
Look at this. Now he's putting down.
Tape on the foul line.
That's for the old takeoff.
That's what, yeah, he wants to indicate where he's going to take off on this dunk.
It's the length of the court he's going to go from. There comes Michael Jordan.
Nah, that's crazy. Nah, hell nah. Put that bitch in slow motion. Nah, fuck that. This shit crazy, chat. I'm put that motherfucker in slow motion. Now look at this. Step, 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 step. Oh my fucking God, bro. I'm gonna just jump from way back here. Shit crazy, man.
Live, slam it. They love him. So there's Michael Jordan.
And his foot was honest to that tape.
That boy got that.
That's a 10 to me.
49. There's Dominique Wilkins.
In the final round, Neek edged MJ out for the win.
Dominique Wilkins.
MJ was supposed to win that shit. This is one of the ones MJ was supposed to win. You can go back to my videos. I reacted to all the first dunk contests from 76 to like 1990. I reacted to all of them so far. I already watched this one already, bro. Jordan was supposed to win this one. I ain't gonna lie.
So the Atlanta Hawks, the new 1985 Slam Dunk champion.
Dominique Wilkins had now captured the first of his Slam Dunk competition awards.
Just for me to participate, I think that was, a good thing for me, and I really enjoyed it. Although my fellow North Carolinian over here won, I'm happy that he stayed in North Carolina.
Though the stage was set for a rivalry, and he and MJ would meet again. The star of Wilkins continued to rise.
The Hawks were flying high, and Dominique was the pilot, determined to lift his team to the top of the NBA.
Sweeping the NBA skies was a new breed of athlete. They were the Atlanta Hawks. Seldom does a team captivate our imagination the way the Atlanta Hawks did. They were the league's second youngest squad with the poise of seasoned veterans. Never before had the city of Atlanta looked so eagerly to the advent of a new basketball season.
Hawks games were now the event to attend in the city.
Dominique goes in and
His defense has improved too. Dominique is our cornerstone. He's our Larry Bird, our Julius Erving, our Magic Johnson.
There he goes.
He's one of those guys that just put on a show night in and night out.
Since turning pro, the personality has emerged along with the professional athlete.
Neek had become famous in the Atlanta night scene.
He's the life of the party on the Atlanta night scene.
I love watching play, but if you had to choose between the ladies and basketball, what do you think?
Well, he certainly got his priorities straight, but when it comes to preferences, I think that call might be a jump ball.
Contending with the likes of Wilt for NBA's biggest ladies' man. But he never let it distract him from his mission to dominate the league.
That's good. That's good. That's something I'm working on, Che. I'm not trying to let the ladies distract me from making content. Because I ain't gonna lie, Chad. I be talking to the ladies. And sometimes, man, they can throw you off.
If it were not for Michael Jordan, the game might have been a blowout.
Oh, I got a phone call.
Hawks by 11 after 1, but Jordan with the power slam. Now, Dominique,
I had to handle some business, Chad. My bad.
look at this. The whip ahead to Cliff Levingston. That takes the slam and the crowd's into it. Now watch the tree jam over Rollins. All 7 foot of him. Look out.
The Air Jordan human highlight rivalry was blossoming into must-see TV. Both men seemed to bring their very best when facing one another.
The Hawks were established winners and front-runners in their division.
The arrival of a new player helped juice the already electric Hawks. Spud Webb.
Oh, Chad, we got to watch the Spud Webb mixtape.
Last year we started out, we were below 500 for the first 21, 22 games. This year we said, hey, if we're going to have a shot at having a good year, let's come out of gates quick.
Magic that last time brought that ball down the floor and an over-the-shoulder pass to Kareem, and little Spud was there to pick it up. Spud Webb intercept. Spud Webb goes the other way. Spud Webb still going.
Spud is perhaps the NBA's most famous little man, standing just 5'7".
Give the ball to Dominique. Well, let's give the ball to the little guy, Spud Webb. Webb down the middle.
Spud's speed and court vision added a new element to the Hawks.
Give to Dominique. Lay it up and in, foul.
Webb could put people on skates and either dish the pass to the powerhouse Neek
Shot. He throws it away.
or jam it home himself.
Oh no! What?
And bring the crowds roaring to their feet.
What the fuck?
Hey, both Byron and Magic were back there and looking at little tiny Spud bringing ball down the court. There's no ball.
Let me get a mic check, mic check. I don't want to be just talking. Mic check, mic check. Yo, that's fucking crazy. Chat, y'all see this Bulls versus Knicks game 5? I was gonna watch that, but I ain't even feel like it. I said, man, I gotta watch something a little different.
Kill me. 65. 50.
This is probably my favorite season of Neeks due to the highly entertaining presence of Spud Webb.
A look at one of this game's most unique players, the incomparable Dominique Wilkins.
Atlanta was victorious in 18 of their first 22 games, winning 9 of them by more than 15 points. Convincingly, they sat on top of the Central Division.
We're not really letting it get to our head or anything, even though, you know, it feels good to be mentioned among the better teams. And the thing we want to stay there. We want to go into the playoffs and get past the first 2 rounds. That's our ultimate goal.
Wilkins' rivalry with Jordan continued to write new chapters.
Well, you know, when you're playing against a guy like Michael Jordan, he kind of have a way of getting you really fired up for a game. And
He and I were the only 2 foes in NBA history.
Rivers.
Oh my goodness!
We averaged 30 against one another our whole career.
That's the length for the dunk. McGee with 3 on the clock, not aware. Dominique in the lane, turnaround shot, banked it in. Michael Fake sits it up baseline right. Yes, sir. 40. He's got. Feeds it to Wilkins to the dunk. Dominique jams it. It's a 4-point.
It seemed like a battle to assert themselves in the public consciousness.
Comes into Jordan. Michael with a 60-footer off the front of the rim. And
In the All-Star game, Wilkins got to put on a show, absent an injured MJ.
Great offensive performer, but shot is blocked by Dominique Wilkins. 2-on-1.
He performed not one, but 2 360 layups.
Michael Jordan said, I couldn't have done that one better. A 360? Come on, Richard. Now watch this. The second 360 of the ball.
And I thought John Wall started that shit, man. That's Dominique.
The Magic Johnson charity event, Wilkins made a new highlight film.
And Bird make $3 million a year between them. Here's the ball.
They cocked that bitch.
This move here is illegal, but I don't care.
That's so cool.
In Magic's dunk-off, we got an all-time windmill from the human highlight.
Oh! I need to see this. What is this? This the All-American? Is this McDonald's? This high school? What's this? I didn't see this. I need to watch this, dog.
Look at Dominique. Look at him strut.
What the
let's
fuck?
see. Who's trying to take away my slam dunk title? Indiana's Terrence Stansbury? And who this guy?
Bro, they don't dunk like this no more, bro. They don't even dunk like, they don't even have that same passion to dunk like this. Everybody want to be a fucking crossover shooter now. Everybody want handles, everybody want to be able to shoot, and everybody want to pass. Nobody want to dunk the... Zion don't like dunking the fuck out that bitch. I ain't gonna lie, Zion be dunking the fuck out that bitch. But, you know, we need to see more Zion.
With Atlanta.
It's me, Spud Webb.
The Superstation's All-Star Saturday is the Slam Dunk Championship.
We wanted to know who the best was. That's why we did it. That's why all the greats got in it. Because it wasn't just for us, it was for the fans. That's what they came to see.
Atlanta Hawks standing 5'7", Spud Webb.
Of course, the emotional hometown favorite, 5'7" in Spud Webb. But I don't think he's a contestant to win this thing.
All right, and speaking of who you think might be able to win, I have my favorite. I think Dominique Wilkins is going to win.
In the official slam dunk contest, fans enjoyed one for the ages.
So this is Dominique, the reigning champion.
Neek's teammate, 5'7" Spud Webb, would enter the arena.
The crowd wants Spud Webb, but they also want Dominique. Rick, I think the crowd is confused. They don't know what they want.
Oh!
Okay. Look at his head right up. His head was at rim level.
It's not a 4'9" or a 5'0".
Oh my God!
I'd be surprised. Great move.
Not only horizontal, but vertical.
Oh,
leap
he's
as
unhappy.
well.
He's unhappy. 47. I'm surprised.
Now, a lot of Webb's scores came from the fact that the crowd was mesmerized by the little man's leaping ability.
Out of sight. The partisan crowd holding up their scores of 10. Let's see what the judges come up with.
That bitch, man.
There's a good look at the Spud Man, and they give him a 50. Now Dominique is going to have to
me some dunks. That's why I think that's why I like Michael Jordan and Dr. J so much, because they got the layup package and they got the when they dunk on you, they go, it ain't no it's bitch. Bitch. You know, yeah.
Reach into his bag of tricks, I think, John. He knows what a 50 takes.
They got that flair, man. See that? Bitch! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about right
now,
there.
That was a 360 move. That was rather impressive.
Crazy.
Also. Heck of a dunk. You know, the
crazy,
crowd has to influence the judging. I think Spud's going to win.
The judges are dying over there.
Well, you hit that one right on the head, John. You see that the judges weren't affected by the lack of crowd response to
I ain't
Dominique.
gonna lie, we probably have to watch the dunk contest, bro. I'll probably watch one after this. Ooh!
Let's see what happens. That's the chant. The crowd chants Spud. It's like the Olympics.
That's so hard, man. I can't even dunk. I'm taller than Spud. I can't even fucking dunk.
Out of sight.
It's crazy, bro.
Oh, how people love the underdog. 49-48. Our new slam dunk champion with an incredible upset. Spud Webb.
There is something so satisfying about seeing Webb compete at this level of dunks.
I watched
the time down, and only once in the NBA has a team come back in a 5-game series, down 2-0 to win it.
The Hawks went into the postseason against the Pistons.
Hard at practice as Wilkins gets free, showing the style that led him to an NBA scoring championship.
He put up 50 points against the vaunted Detroit Pistons.
Atlanta wins it, and our Miller Lite most valuable player of this game is Dominique Wilkins. 50 points, 19 of 26 from the field.
Damn.
And Miller Lite is proud to present a check for $1,000 to the National Multiple Sclerosis Society.
Boy, this league is getting better and better, Dominique. This is your, 6th or 7th year, and it's just grows with people like yourself.
Well, check, it's my 5th year. I'm still a young guy here now.
27 now.
Yeah, I just turned 27. But you're right. The league is getting very tough. Every team in the league now is getting better and better players. And you got to go out every night and beat people. You can't take anyone lightly. And that's what makes the league a lot more interesting.
Chat, please do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up. Like this video, bro. Please. If you like Dominique Wilkins content, like this video so other people that like Dominique Wilkins can see this. Or especially if somebody is interested in Dominique and curious, this might branch out to them, bro. This film is so great, bro. Shout out to Joseph Vincent Board Film, bro. You make great content, bro. I swear you do, bro. I swear you do, bro. You make amazing documentaries, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Keep doing your thing, man.
Wilkins was in competition again with MJ for the league's top scorer.
That makes it. The Hawks lead at 64-61. Dominique. Oh, that's.
But we wanted to know who the best was. Michael and I went head up. We wanted to know who the best was. And it really wasn't about us. It was about the fans.
Well, it wasn't just stars. These were Hall of Famers that you were going up against every night.
Did it surprise you at first that your natural ability, what you were doing, wasn't enough?
You know, when you have a lot of natural talent, you tend to overlook the small things to make your game better. And that's what I was doing my first 2-3 years in the league. And I was a little disappointed, but it made me come back this year and work even harder.
Neek had entered his prime, and the Hawks were soaring.
Oh, it's 61-60 Utah. Wilkins with 5 seconds drive.
Hey.
Dominique with 3 seconds left.
Fans were packing every game, and expectations were through the roof.
Limitless future, enormous earning power, and he's still got an almost innocent quality about him. He's really an unspoiled superstar who really loves the game of
The
basketball.
league was brimming with new talented
And
superstars.
stealing the jump, Charles Barkley.
Damn, Chucky stuff. Fuck out that bitch.
The game was more competitive than ever.
And a steal now by Wilkins.
Look out for this one.
Oh,
Dominique Wilkins.
The NBA's Air Force was lethal, but one hurdle still remained. The Celtics had been a thorn in the side of the upstart Hawks, despite Neek routinely putting up monster numbers against them.
You see the capacity crowd here in the Omni gathering to watch these two teams get together. Gathering to watch the Atlanta Hawks take on one of, if not the best team in basketball, the Boston Celtics.
This season, Wilkins aimed to put an end to the Celtics' reign.
I don't think people really understand how talented, how brutal the East was.
If he didn't take that particular move, he gets that shot well.
Wilkins.
You see, the Hawks were first in the Central, but it didn't matter. Until they overcame the Celtics, they would remain second fiddle in the eyes of most.
His body than I am of mine, I know that.
You on record saying that the 80s was the 80s Eastern Conference was the best conference ever.
A breakaway for Dominique.
hell yeah, they had Philly, the Hawks, the Celtics, the Pistons, the Bulls. No, we can't say the Bulls. I mean, you had Mike no man. But can you really say the? I mean, just a dominant player, so I get what he's saying.
Period, but the East was a bump and grind and
Atlanta by 4:48 left. That's a pretty good guy to have.
All the players are
with the ball.
Wilkins answered the call, making one big shot after the next.
Dominique. What a shot. He's got 51 points. He had 14 at halftime. They weren't sure he was going to play because his back hurt. Atlanta by 4 with 17 seconds remaining.
That great skill.
Good for 3. No, it is. No, it will not count. It does not count. It doesn't matter. And Atlanta in overtime has a very big victory against a great, great basketball team.
Against Larry Bird and the Celtics, Neek put up 54 points, demonstrating a true mastery of the game.
Ooh, I didn't know Dominique was like that, Jack. Get some Boston Celtics. Woo!
The city rejoiced as the win was perhaps the biggest in their history.
Woo!
A franchise-altering win.
Dominique Wilkins, you just saw a very exciting game from the Omni in Atlanta, where the Atlanta Hawks snapped the Boston Celtics 6-game losing streak in overtime. They won it 126-123. Dominique Wilkins, 54 points.
Confidence booster for everybody, and we believe in ourselves that we can beat anybody in the league now. If you can beat the Celtics, you can play with anybody in the league. They're a great team, and hey, it was a fight all the way down to the end.
Beating Boston here on a Saturday night and turning right around and going out to L.A. and winning there pretty convincingly and doing it for the first time in 8 or 9 years. That was when I think we all took a look at ourselves and said, you know what, we're pretty good.
The Hawks went on the road and steamrolled the Lakers.
Wilkins glides, scores, and he's fouled.
How about the effort of the Hawks? How about the second opportunities? Everybody
8th player to average 25 points. 10 consecutive seasons, 9-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA.
Good crowd here, about 10,000 estimated at the Capitol Center in Orlando, Maryland. The Atlanta Hawks come to town to play the Washington Bullets.
Here comes the Hawks. Trouble.
And you know what this...
Hey, bitch! Oh, my God!
Was
what?
Bullets.
Look how he cocked that bitch.
Here comes the Hawks. Trouble.
And you know what this...
Atlanta was off to the races.
At 61-60 Utah. Wilkins for 5 seconds drive.
Bitch! Oh my God! Come here,
Wilkins was in the thick of the scoring title hunt. But again, Wilkins ran into MJ.
We were fierce competitors in the field of creativity, and a lot of times that was shown on the basketball court.
Jordan and Sparrow are the guards. Paxson will play others.
The two men would wage a personal war on the court.
Here's a lead for Dominique. He drives.
Oh, come here,
Ground
Corzine.
to see who was the best.
Down low, Wilkins, he drives.
Oh!
I'll never grow tired
Oh,
of sharing
bitch.
forgotten MJ highlights.
Oh, my Lord.
Boom.
Oh, my God. What am I watching right now?
Of skill and knowledge of playing the game to do those type of plays. But these two men have put on quite a show here tonight. As we see, Showtime this evening finds Wilkins with 30 points, Jordan with 18. Into Jordan.
Hey!
Then he goes up and does a 180, lifts it off the boards, comes down with a 360. Look at that. That was a near impossible shot.
MJ would score 38 here, while Neek would take the win and score 41.
Dominique Wilkins with 41, Jordan with 38, and it was a beautiful game all the way around.
Michael Jordan came into Dominique's fiefdom, and Dominique said, wait a minute, this is where I live. And when Dominique was done, there was no question that he was the boss, that the Hawks were boss.
The Hawks looked like the best team in the league, ready to dethrone the Celtics and take their place atop the mountain.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Slams it in one motion.
What?
Wow.
All right, so what happened on that play?
Unexpectedly, matters turned for the worse. In a game against Indiana, Spud pulled up with a knee injury. His loss not only cut team speed, it robbed the Hawks of its finest catalyst.
Spud Webb went down with a knee injury. The lightning in a bottle was lost.
Fans painfully watched the offense unravel. Easy opportunities were squandered, and point production was down.
As the All-Star break arrived, a clash of the Titans was anticipated.
By the All-Star break, Atlanta was 13 games over 500.
38th annual All-Star Game, the center of the basketball world.
In the 1988 Slam Dunk Contest, the world would finally get the battle they'd been waiting for. Dominique Wilkins versus Michael Jordan.
And here is the defending champion, Michael Jordan.
Well, Jordan wants to put some pressure on everybody by trying to do something special right out of the gate.
There were others in the competition, but no one else was truly competing.
Oh, that's special. Everybody in the stands flashing a 10. They had him up before he got there.
Dominique versus Michael in the dunk contest was like Hagler Hearns.
1985 champion, 6'7".
Hearns was a good fight too. I watched it.
And a 49 for Dominique Wilkins to put him in first place. So here comes Michael Jordan. Jordan had a 47 on his first dunk.
Ooh. That shit's crazy.
Who was the greatest? Who was the best?
Oh, now that's a 360 with just a little authority, folks. Uh-oh, he's measuring off the free throw line. Mission control, ready for launch.
Hey. That's crazy, bro.
I brought Dominique to his feet.
And then just powered it home.
He has so much power. Now just look at this explosiveness. So Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins. This could be good.
The final round became a one-on-one dunk-off. The raw power of Dominique.
From high above the rim.
The aerial
Hey!
artistry.
Nigga! Woo!
That may have closed the door.
Two immortals settling the score once and for all.
Ooh, they were impressed enough to give him a 50, his second 50. Well, for Michael Jordan, here's the story. Wilkins finishes with 145.
Chad, this is great.
Michael Jordan needs a 48 to tie, a 49 to win.
In the end, there could be only one.
Hey. Okay.
They gave him a 50. They gave Jordan a 50.
Leg
He
kick.
defends his championship.
Got the head flip back.
Many feel perhaps Wilkins was robbed by MJ's hometown.
No. I'm going to speak for MJ. No, he was not robbed, bro. He was not robbed. He wasn't robbed, bro. In fact, somebody blowing my phone up. In fact, they robbed MJ out of a dunk contest or Terrence Stansberry, if we want to be real, in 1986. And then 1990, Michael Jordan or Kenny Smith could have won, and they gave it to, I think, D. Brown. Yeah, man.
You and I have had this conversation. Did you win the 1988 Slam Dunk Contest?
Of course. We really, come on, Corey.
I'll leave that up to you to decide.
Nah, hell no.
A season filled with promise came down to a playoff series against the dynastic Boston Celtics.
10 on the shot clock for Dennis Johnson. Stripped away by Doc Rivers. Has Dominique Wilkins and Willis with him. Wilkins.
There would be no spud left, and Wilkins would be forced to do it all. It was time for the Hawks to slay the dragon, or forever be relegated to second place.
Number 21 would need a win in historic Boston Garden for a shot at the title.
Even without Webb, Wilkins carried his team to a Game 7 back in the Garden.
And they put together as good a team as there was in the East. It was their misfortune that they came along at a time where everybody else in the East was really great.
Game 7 of the 1988 Eastern Conference semifinal. For Dominique Wilkins and the Hawks, it was a time to test their championship resolve.
It into Ainge's hands. Bird attempting to...
Larry Bird did what Larry Bird does and went to work.
The foul is called. The continuation for Larry Bird.
I don't think it was so much edge they had. I just thought it was a player that they had, and that was Larry Bird.
Man-oh duel. Bird versus Wilkins.
Bird be going crazy,
He
man.
takes
I
the
ain't gonna
three-pointer.
lie.
It's good.
Bird's turn.
Yeah, Bird be going crazy.
The lead.
Bird comes free.
I ain't gonna lie.
Bird for the layup. You are watching what greatness is all about.
In the end, the Hawks came up 1 point shy, and Boston sent them packing.
Boston 118, Atlanta 116.
The defeat would define his game, perhaps unfairly, for the rest of his career.
Wilkins would be blamed for the defeat, despite scoring 40 points.
Hell no.
Who knows what could have been had Spud not been hurt.
The Hawks never did make it to the NBA Finals, and as a team leader, Dominique took the brunt of the criticism for their playoff failures.
Dominique really never had another good player to play next to him. He really never had that second guy to take some of the slack. He was the show.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Flying from the top of the key is easy. It's the landings that kill your feet. That's why I fly with the pump from Reebok. When I pump up, my size 13s get support, protection, and a custom fit.
The Reebok pump. Pump up and air out.
I ain't know
They're expecting a sellout crowd tonight in the Garden, over 18,000 for the Hawks and the Knicks.
To Antoine Carr, to Dominique. What a great block by Moses Malone, and a finish it off by Dominique.
Jackson trying to get it back to Tucker. Wilkins.
The next season, Wilkins and the Hawks return to their high-flying ways.
5 on the shot clock. Gerald, shake and bake to the hole. Knocked away by Dominique.
Well, you've had a great career. And, of course, one year you were the scoring champion of the league. This year you're averaging 27 again. Your career average is about 27. You enjoy the game.
I love the game. I think when I get to the point where I don't like to play the game that much anymore, I think it's time for me to retire. I look forward to come out playing every night. It's an enjoyment for me as well as a job.
Rivers to Dominique.
Speed up and down the court.
Battle, Dominique. 3-point try. Bullseye. Price. Blocked from behind by Livingston. What a play. Ahead for Dominique.
Rim-wrecking dunks that rock
the drive and jams.
He loves nothing that too.
Here's the dive off the Nick in the lane.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, what a drive by Dominique.
The two top active career scorers in NBA history on the floor tonight.
And both have scored over 30 points in the same game 16 times. And he led the league in scoring for 2 years, and then Michael came along, and he's been doing it ever since.
Nick has also finished second in the league in scoring 3 times to Michael Jordan in his career.
I could never catch him on the scoring title, man. I won the scoring title once, and I chased him for 4 more years. I found out, I'm like, man, I'm not chasing this guy anymore.
In Magic's charity game, Wilkins and MJ put on a dunk show for the ages.
Here's Dominique. By John Williams. Long pass to Reggie Miller.
No matter the game, when MJ and Neek met, fireworks ensued.
Lob underneath the Dominique.
Locked in a forever war of highlights, it was truly a sight to behold.
Lead to Jordan. Slam down. Then it's toward the boat. Lob to Dominique.
Air Jordan or the human highlight reel.
Great pass. And the ball intercepted by Jordan. The defensive player of the
Hey.
Damn good time to be an NBA fan.
Another fire like fire. Base you can't get no higher. Minute Man and Dominique jumps. The R-Dogs.
Not much of a contest. The Hawks dominated from the start. Dominique Wilkins had 6 dunks in the game.
The Dominique.
Damn. Winded that bitch up.
Wilkins would compete in his 5th and final slam dunk contest in 1990.
Slam Dunk Championship is an extraordinary scoring ability earned him the nickname the Human Highlight Film. The champion of the 1985 Gatorade Slam Dunk Championship.
I thought D. Brown won this one. This must have been 91 D. Brown, them motherfucker.
From the Atlanta Hawks, Dominique Wilkins.
Here's Dominique Wilkins.
This the one they... I ain't gonna lie, this the one I was talking about that they rigged, bro. I think Kenny was supposed to win this shit.
You see, Dominique has such great vertical leap, but he also is an exceptional power dunker. And his first dunk, a 48.1 to lead the dunkers.
His pal MJ was impressed, cheering him from the sidelines.
But let's get into the fact that he was one of the great dunkers of all time.
Dominique says this is how you drop it down below the knee and do the reverse jam. Dominique Wilkins.
It was one last moment of glory for the human highlight film.
Well, here we go. Nick's going to have to come out with something out of the bag of tricks now. That puts a little heat on the rest of the competition. Dominique Wilkins.
Going into that next contest, I wasn't going in to compete. I was going in to win. Because now I'm out in awe of all the other greats that was in the contest.
The fans were in his corner, and his scores reflected their support. In the end, Wilkins took home his 2nd slam dunk title.
The windmill dunk from Dominique Wilkins.
A 49-2, and Dominique Wilkins is a repeat champion with a total cumulative score in the championship round of a 146.8. Dominique Wilkins, the champion from 1985, is now the champion from 1990.
In a time when the dunk contest attracted the very best players in the league, Wilkins' win had cemented him among the greatest dunkers to ever slam it.
Moncrief has seen that a time or two. And Atlanta very efficiently playing keep.
He posterized the Admiral, David Robinson.
40 points. Anybody that takes it in on David Robinson that way deserves special recognition. Not many would even try it, much less do it.
Evot's pick if he wanted it. He didn't. Shot clock at 7. Look at this.
1991 would be another great season from Dominique.
One thing, Mike and I got the utmost respect for one another.
And look at this offense. Notice how they just flow and change pivot.
Another spectacular duel with MJ and the defending champion Bulls.
To Wilkins.
I mean, he was, when you played against Mike, his eyes were bloodshot red every game. Like he was possessed.
Good contract. You'll never see a split to the hook quicker and more athletic ability than that man just showed. Mo Cheeks up to Dominique against Jordan. Hey, there's a new slam dunk of the game, let me tell you.
MJ was now at the height of his powers in the midst of what would be an historic run of dominance.
And the Bulls walk away with their 22nd win of the year, but not before a nice challenge, Mike. They scored more than 100 points against the Bulls. The Bulls are used to, they're 10-0 when they hold their opponents under 100 points.
The Hawks were a good team, but no one was beating the Bulls at this point.
But in 1992, the show came to an abrupt halt when Wilkins suffered a ruptured Achilles tendon. He was not only through for the season, it looked as though his career was in jeopardy.
Dominique Wilkins is down just off the court over near the Hawk bench.
And so I remember falling to the floor, and I was saying to myself, my career is probably over.
Certainly it seemed he would never be the same player again.
In 1992, Neek suffered one of the worst injuries imaginable, a torn Achilles. He was rushed to the hospital, but insisted on returning to see the end of the game.
His leg in a cast. Dominique Wilkins gets a standing ovation to come back here to watch the finish of this ball game.
In those days, a torn Achilles usually meant the end. Career over.
Man, one of them things, man. Unbelievable. Yeah. There was no one near me. I just turned and just popped. You know, when they catch you up on the stretcher, I knew something was, I knew it was bad then. All right, hey, take care of yourself, man. All right, man. Don't get depressed.
Well, they told me my career was over. They said
that made me damn near want to cry. I know that feeling.
I was pretty much done. And they said if I did come back, that I would be half of what I was. But you know, with me, I can't abandon the team. I can't sit around and pout. I can't sit around and just feel sorry for myself, because if I do that, I'm going to let myself slip.
But after rehabilitating his injury, Neek returned the following season.
During his first 10 NBA seasons, Dominique Wilkins demonstrated an incredible basketball ability, averaging 26 points and 7 rebounds a game while raising the art of the slam dunk to a new level. Last year, Dominique demonstrated a different side to his game, the will to return to the NBA after suffering the first major injury of his career.
In one of his most remarkable accomplishments, the human highlight returned.
13-5. Hawks having trouble getting the ball into the hoop. Dominique, his first field goal try, puts it up with nothing but net. Starks, good matchup.
Oh, yeah.
He seemed to retain most of his explosiveness.
Layup by Dominique Wilkins.
Dominique getting some respect on the offensive glass.
He was leaping. He was shooting.
Goes, and Neek a chance for 3.
Nick just uses his greatness to speed.
And he was jamming.
Well, a year after Dominique's injury, his comeback was complete as he was named to the All-Star roster, his 8th All-Star appearance in his 11-year career. Dominique Wilkins, now the Hawks' all-time leading scorer, passing Bob Pettit. This a very impressive stat.
most points scored after age 33. Dominique averaged 29.9 per
He
game.
became the Hawks' all-time leading scorer. But Hawks management didn't want to be saddled with an aging Wilkins and abruptly dealt him to the Clippers for the young talent, Kenny Manning.
They hold a news conference tonight to announce that the team's prime offensive weapon is being sent to Bob Weiss and the Clippers of Los Angeles.
We have to look at the franchise this year, next year, and the year after, and so forth. And anytime you get an opportunity to make this kind of deal, you're kind of foolish if you don't.
I'm hurt.
What?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. No, you don't trade. You don't trade this man. This is the y'all. If y'all a real business, why the fuck would you trade this asset? You let him retire. Y'all had 7,500 motherfuckers in there before he came in. Now he there's 15K people, bro. Come on, bro. One person, and all he gotta do is just keep playing for y'all. A player. Plum dumb.
I am hurt. I can't really say how much.
Neek had a few spectacular highlights left in him.
Why is your one's defensive efforts tonight?
I think they're loving it. Kenny Smith put it up as an afterthought. It didn't go in. Out to Lloyd Vaught. Dominique.
He finished his career bouncing around from one team to the next.
After that, he moved around from team to team, and I looked at Neek in that Celtic uniform and said, this is just not right.
He had a cup of coffee with the Celtics. Then he went overseas and won a Euro title in Greece.
Wild finish at the buzzer. Panathinaikos are the European
The 15 years Dominique Wilkins dazzled NBA fans, but this season, the human highlight film took his act to Greece. And he added another highlight to his real
He played in the NBL or the Euro League.
leading his team to the European club title.
He was named MVP. He came back to the NBA and played with the Spurs. He finished with the Magic. Wilkins' number was retired by the Hawks.
Let's remember Dominique's
Man, Hawks, y'all wrong for trading him.
12-plus seasons here in Atlanta Hawks uniform.
Y'all don't
Always
trade
thought
him.
that you never got the respect that you deserve.
He was voted into the Hall of Fame in 2006.
Here to welcome Dominique to the Hall of Fame is Julius Erving. Ladies and gentlemen, Dominique Wilkins.
One of the few guys that's have a statue in front of the arena.
The Atlanta Hawks unveiled a new statue outside Phillips Arena, honoring Wilkins' career marked by his incredible offensive ability.
They also erected a statue of him.
The efficiency. Let's score with that. I didn't take 30 shots.
Dominique on the break. It's a
His sensational aerial acrobatics has earned him the nickname the Human Highlight Film.
Neek was a legend
Yeah, he was.
who changed the game.
Yeah, he did.
Hawks want to run. They find Wilkins. Look out.
His high-flying powerhouse dunks left their mark on an entire generation of NBA fans.
He probably influenced Kemp.
At one of this game's most unique players, the incomparable Dominique Wilkins.
One of the greatest nicknames ever.
The
Human
Chat, hang tight. We go check some out in a minute.
highlight film.
They call him the human highlight film.
He was one of the great dunkers of all time.
A 9-time All-Star,
Dominique Wilkins.
NBA scoring champion, and 2-time slam dunk champion.
Excellent athletic ability.
He is without question one of the greatest players to ever lace him up.
Yeah.
The human highlight film. Dominique Wilkins.
Nobody brings it home like Joe Vincent. Nobody.
Nobody brings it home like you. Nobody brings it home like you. Alright, we finna go and check out Dominique Wilkins' stats. That's why I told y'all to hang tight. That was a good ass documentary, man. Shout out to that boy Joseph Film, aboard Film, Joseph Vincent. I just want to check out his stats. Hawks did him so dirty, Chad. Like, that's crazy. Y'all did him dirty, bro. And his ass was averaging. So he got injured. What? He got injured in 91, 92, right? He came back averaging 29.9. Why the fuck would you trade him? Why? I don't. That's just plumb dumb. Plumb dumb. Why would you trade him? Why? He averaging 30 fucking points and you trade him. I don't understand. That is just so dumb. Just like Jerry Cross messing up Jordan career. Why? Leave stuff alone. Y'all be doing too much, man. These owners, and I swear, man, like it just man, some teams got it cool, but man, some of these people on these levels, bro, they I don't understand, bro. What? Bro, that's fucking crazy. 30 points, gang. I'm mad, bro. I'm mad for you, Dominique. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm mad for you, Dominique. That's fucked up, bro. Had to blow some. I'm man. I've been yelling. I've been rowdy. I've been alright, man. Chat, how y'all doing? Hope y'all been doing well, taking care of y'all mental health. That was a great film. Um, I was supposed to watch Game 5 of Bulls versus Knicks, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying not to get burnt out. Right? I'm probably gonna be reacting to Larry Bird games and like Jordan. We probably have finished Jordan playoff games this year, hopefully. But I'm not in no rush, bro. Cause you gotta think about it. I'm 146, 147 days in a row. Hey, so shit. Know how it be, man. But if you guys enjoyed that movie, bro, man, make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up, man. Subscribe, share this with somebody, bro. If somebody likes street hoops or just like some real some old school basketball, somebody that just love dunks. Oh yeah, send this to them. They want to see some crazy dunks. Let them watch this, bro. This was great, bro. Fantastic. Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys and girls for watching, man. Once again, if you want to support this channel, just make sure you hit that thumbs up, man. The more thumbs up, the more YouTube pushes this out. Hit the subscribe button. We on the road to 10K. We at 5K, and I want to hit 10K this year, but I need y'all support and hype the video. I never been on the leaderboard before, so I'm just going for hypes too. But if you don't want to, I mean, I'm not gonna force you to. I can't force you to, cause at the end of the day, you your own person, man. But I do appreciate y'all for watching this with me. And we gonna watch some more movies, man. If you want to see some more movies, bro, like from Joseph Vincent or a Vince Carter movie or whatever, we can do something like that too. Uh, man, it's so much, bro. I just gotta take my time, man. I'm 24 and I be rushing this shit like I'm 50. Fuck I'm rushing for. Slow down, Cal. We gonna get to everything. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.